Hey, here we are on a day, metal detecting. It's a bit cold out. We had a little bit of snow here in Delaware, and we're back to it. I found this is one of our spots I videoed before, and what I'm going to show you is one of the spots that I was metal detecting. We've been looking to find out where we were finding all the old coins and all the old pennies we were finding. We found a lot of wheat pennies. I found 3-cent pieces on the other video, some quarters, lots of pennies, lots of wheat pennies, and I think I found where they were coming from. I found about maybe 8 or 10 jars. They're all broken open. And they're up here further, so I'm going to see if I don't have a little bit of a cache. My wife, a while back, found a piece that was melted all together, and it had about 40 coins in a pile with some glass melted on it, and silver dime. But I think I may have found, like I said, the root of the coin cache all over the beach here. And as you can see, there used to be maybe 8 or 9 houses along here, along the beach. You can see some of the old foundations. Some of the old septic tanks are still underneath the water. Some of this stuff is still on the beach. You can still see the here's a big foundation of one of the houses. You see how close it is to the water. You see how cold it is right now. Daggone. Never say, hey, you can't go metal detecting. Got ice forming on the bay. And here's some of the pilings the houses were built on back in the 70s and 60s. All through here. A lot of this property were squatters years ago. Some of the pipes and stuff. There's my wife over there metal detecting with her XLT. And I'm just kind of coming out here early this morning to show you that piece of concrete with the what do you call it in it, and there's some brick foundations. This is just some of the spots you want to look for. You know, sometimes if you do the research on the internet, usually all this stuff is under 2, 3 foot, 5 foot of sand, 6 foot of sand, and then you get a nice, northeasters comes in, or a good storm, the tide gets real high, and it chops all this out and makes it look just like this, But originally, if you would come here, it'd be 8-10 foot of sand here, and this stuff wouldn't be exposed, and this is when you start finding your really good coins. Now this is a spot I dug yesterday, and if you see, I'm thinking this is where our cache was coming from, and where we were finding some of our coins in piles. And if you look at that, that's embedded right into the concrete. So I don't really, I don't know if I had any coins, if there's any coins in there or not. I'm going to dig some more out. My wife's coming up with a metal detector. But this is one of the spots we find a mess of old coins. As you can see, we still got some snow on the beach. But there's the jars. I'll be digging them out soon. Let me walk up here. See if we can't find some of this other stuff. Hey, those jars are right there. one of the neat things about the beach, sometimes you'll come, right, and coins, I call it, yeah, coin hopping or whatever. If you don't have a metal detector, if you just walk along, the wind a lot of times will take the coins and bring them to the surface. If I can find some, I'll show you what I mean. I'll walk along here. There's one right there. See it? See that right there? I call it coin hopping. And when you coin hop, they're just laying there. See, it's pretty neat. So that's without a metal detector. See, they have a funny green patina to them. It's copper. It's a copper penny. But a lot of times they're just laying on the beach, and you can eyeball a pretty lot of coins just by eyeballing coins on the beach. And that's, you know, the beaches do that everywhere. You just kind of walk along, eyeball the coin. Once you start doing it, your eyes will get a little bit attuned to it, and you'll get where you'll just be walking along again real slow and just taking your time a little bit. My fingers are getting cold. It's like 45 degrees out. So if you can't cut into the sand itself, hold on, I'll be right there. Just doing a little bit here. Hold on a minute. Showing some coin hopping. Yeah. Well, a lot of people, they'll come to the beach and they'll hunt sea glass and overlook a lot of the coins. I found, like I said, I found 3-cent pieces laying on top of the beaches and all that stuff. I found silver coins, but I'm gonna work my way back to that place where I think is a cache. So always young for me to hurry up. Have to get back there, but I just want to show you about coin hopping and how to find the coin just laying on the beach without a metal detector. But you just walk along and you'll see them laying there, especially after a nice windy day. If you can get out there after a windy day, your coins will be sitting right on the beach. And a lot of times you can see which way the wind blew, because the coin, the way it's sitting, will be the direction that the sand is blown away from the coin, and it'll just sit on edge, or it'll be just sitting there. So, but like that's an older brick right there. This is what we call down the hard pack a little bit. It's down to that black sand. That's where you find a lot of good stuff, in the black sand. But it is definitely cold out here. But anyway, back to where I was. Did you check that out? Did you check that out? Found a coin up there, just walking along. Have you found any? Get good hits, a little frozen still.
Can't dig it because everything's frozen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still a little frozen. Maybe this afternoon it'll be thawed out. But anyway, back to what I was talking about before. But I may have to, which I'll probably have to come back later, and I'll show y'all, we'll see what I find later, since this is all frozen in. But that's one of the finds I found yesterday. And we found, like I said, a nice clump of coins. You'll see it on the internet. Some of the big clumps of coins. Well, anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, and I'll come back and see if I can dig this up and see what kind of coin cache, or see what I can find anyway. But this is what I'm working on in the middle of the beach. Alright, talk to y'all later. See ya. Eastcoast Metal Detecting.4t.com and Mason Dixon Metal Detecting Club.4t.com. Check it all out. See ya.